Faisal, we're in such seemingly apocalyptic times. And, family, friends, everyone that I know is struggling with it at some level. But for people who are really talking about the difficulty, the anxiety, the depression, clients, students, how do you guide them?
I mean, I agree. It really feels apocalyptic time, in a major way. And I feel that, from the corona now spreading and the weather, changes and the fires in California and fires in the virgin forests now in Brazil, not just the replanted forests, flood.
Earthquakes,
floods, all of those things. We mess up with the planet, and I think we're really going to be shaken. And I believe also this is the beginning of it, not the end of it. I think it's going to escalate way beyond that we can imagine. And of course, many of my friends and students are rattled by it, are affected by it. It makes them sometimes feel, like anxious or scared, sometimes depressed, sometimes feel like, is this the end of the world, dooms, I'll share some of what I see, what I understand, and this is very serious to me, very heavy duty subject. So I'll start into something very heavy duty. When I grew up as a child, we had a house that has adjacent to it was like a barn for animals. Chicken, goats, sheep, cows, things like that. And every now and then, the elders, the men, will go to catch an animal, to kill it for food, chicken or goat. And sometimes I go, and when I go there, and the men go there, the animals go through shock. They feel the energy of what is to come. And I could feel it. They scream, they run, they're panicked. Nobody's chasing them yet. Before they even catch them, they just scream. It's different when I go with my grandmother to milk the sheep or to get the eggs. They just run, squawking. But this one, no, shocking, grief, terror. This, what I sense, is a humanity in. Humanity, so many of them, like lame ducks. They know it is slaughtering time. They know, I wouldn't be surprised that not millions, but billions might be eliminated by diseases, by calamities, by starvation, by economic collapses. So it's a doomsday message I'm sending. And that these souls know what's happening. The corona now spreading in South America, and in Africa, and in India. They don't even have, hospitals or doctors or nurses, very limited, and it's spreading between those helpless people who are already plagued by immense disasters, starvation, you name it. So they sense calamity is coming, disaster is coming. And we are being bombarded by the TV, but the TV is making it a show. And Trump, I don't know what to say about this guy, really. He has making it like to the lowest of the low. We cannot get any lower than the lowest of the low that being exhibited in that stage of existence, to see to which level demonic egohood can reach. It can reach this level, and distracting us about his own narcissism and about this and about that. And the media and the news, they don't tell us what is really going on. They don't show us to awaken our humanness, but we feel it. We sense it, and especially females much more than males. because of the womb connection. The womb is a cosmic network. It feels, females feel when another female on another side of the earth, you know, her children going to be blown up or they're going to die tonight out of cold and starvation. They feel it. They might not know it or articulate it. So these frequencies are floating, you know, in the air. And I don't know if we can do anything about it. You know, not the way we wish, not the way we want. You know, in many levels, it is too late for so many people. You know, it's too late. We do what we can. Donate, do good things that you can, but the reality is that they are really lame ducks. They know the darkness is coming and their life is ending. For those who like to listen to those videos in the spiritual path, I would like to invoke, which I do with my students, that please shift your attention to being. Don't focus on this world so much. Because if you turn your radar to this world, you will get the grief and the horror and the shock, and you don't even know why. We don't hear what's going on, you know. The shows are so lousy here, you don't even hear about what's happening in India or, you know, things like that. So please strengthen your connection, turn your attention, your focus to being. Invoke being if you know it, connect to it if you know it, pray for it if you don't. Just don't let your ego meander, you know, after one piece of news, after another, after one protest or indignation or another. The universe doesn't need your indignation. It doesn't need your protest. It needs you to do something real, really, to help. And one of the ways that we can help is that, like when I hear His Holiness, the Dalai Lama now, is retreating. He's taking his retreat now. He doesn't go out, he doesn't meet people. Every now and then he sits and make empowerment videos, you know, teaching and transmissions and empowerment. But he has decided to take his retreat. He usually take annual retreat, you know, not at this time. He decided to take it at this time. Since the corona opened up, he stopped traveling, being in public, and that way he and the entourage of all the high beings around him concentrate on connection to being, accessing being, and helping the souls, but not the bodies of those people who are gonna die horribly out of corona or starvation or wars, you know. I don't know what's to come, but all I sense is that what's to come is much more horrible than we think. Much more horrible than we think. So we need to be strong. We need to be anchored in being. And we need to rely on being, on the divine, on God, on the high entities in the being that you believe in, Buddha or Christ or Muhammad or any being that you can, all the entourage of high beings that are here to help humanity, but they are in the realm of light, in the realm of being. Call upon them too, to support you, to give you light, to give you love, to give you compassion, to give you energy, you know. So first, take your attention off the world. Don't focus much on the world. Focus on being. The more you receive being, the more you begin to emanate being. And this is what can do the job. We can protest and we can yell and we can, it's a Trump or these things. Well, what good does it do? You know? So there are few things that we really can invoke. One, if you are a deep meditator, Go to the absolute as much as you can. Anchor in the absolute. Invoke the absolute to descend in your body, dismantling your daily structure until you become being, and let that emanate. Don't transmit it, emanate it. Transmission will empty you. Emanation will fill you up. My cup runneth over. First fill me up and it floods.
Would you say more of both of those, more about both of those? Just be a little bit more specific in terms of emanating and transmission.
Transmission, you receive a quality and give it, give it away. And sometimes you end up even losing what you have, you give all the energy. And if you are not really powerful in anchoring and transmitting, don't give the last drop of essence to somebody else. It doesn't work.
Okay.
It does a little work. It's almost like having an emotion, having a sentiment. But if you really want to help them, fill in. And as you fill in, it begins to come out of your skin. It becomes out of your auric field. It begins to expand. It emanates from you rather than intentionally transmitted. Sometimes you feel love, you feel compassion in your heart, and you transmit it, you send it. Then after half an hour or something, your heart is empty. Instead, no, fill in with compassion and more compassion. Your heart become compassionate, your head become compassionate, your belly become compassionate, your arms and legs become compassionate. Then you become an emanator. You become a stupa. An emanator emanating from the absolute, what is really needed. So being in the absolute, fill in, endure the blessings. The blessings are not endurable. It's easy to go to our negativity and acidity and bitterness and anger and rage, but to feel the bliss, we are like alcoholics. We are like drug addicts. Personality is like really an addiction to negativity. So endure the bliss, endure the love. Don't become the super ego that says, how could you be happy and loving while those people, they're dying? Because that's what I want to give them. I cannot give them more sorrow. They're already in so much sorrow. I want to give them blessing so their transition through this stage of difficulty become easier. So that's one. The other one is that invoke as much as you can compassion. And one aspect of compassion that can really heal those souls is green. And the green is located in the chest center, in the thymus gland. And so imagine it filling up with green and emanating green, whether a green liquid, green light, green radiance, green diamond. So by increasing your meditation, you increase your capacities to emanate. It's a form of transmission, but coming out of abundance, not out of just fake, false bodhisattva, mini bodhisattva. Full bodhisattva, complete bodhisattva. Another also those who are in deep meditation and have the clarity and the openness in that space, feel or sense or connects with the souls of all those who are feeling doomsday coming to them. And ask them to come to the light. Guide them through bardo. Some of us can be very powerful. Pray for them. Pray, please come to the light. Don't get so much caught in the pain, in the panic, or in the difficult passage, but come exit to the light. So in this meditation, you are doing something like invocation of their point of light to be contacted. It will be really difficult to, if you pay attention, you feel as if their soul is revved up, is so panicked. Their whole mind, body, psyche is really in a panic, you know. So the point is revved up, the soul, this point of light is really revved up. So you need to be in depth of solidity of the absolute, in depth of openness and transparency and anchorness, groundedness. The absolute is not delicate transparency. In the head, it's delicate transparency. In the belly, it is suchness. It's dense, mountain, solid nothingness. So solid and believable. Be in that state and then pray to those souls. Tell them, please come to the light. They will not hear it once, they will not hear it 1,000 times, but make it part of your daily meditation, part of daily invocation. Another one that also can help is that the more one can let go of one's own narcissism, I, me, and myself, the Holy Trinity. You know, if I can go of this, you know, this preoccupation of myself and let go of my mind, caught in my self-image and my emotions about what I feel and I don't feel, and my body, this is how I am or not. The body opens up, the psyche opens up, the mind opens up, and you lose form. You become not a rigid structure fixated in a certain area. You become pliable. Your body, your mind, your psyche become resiliency, become very resilient. You feel as if you are shape-shifting. At some time you feel as if you are just open space, nobody. And sometimes you feel as if you are solid mountain. Another time you feel like a running stream. Another time, you name it. This is when you lose form, you become formless. And when you become formless, you can take on infinite forms. So one effective way is that you invoke the being and you offer yourself to being to do you. To say, I really don't know what to do. Do me. And sometimes I feel like I don't even know what to think about. I don't even know what to focus about. You know? I just go to being and I pray. Utilize me this moment for what I am useful for and for which domain. You know? So sometimes I feel as if my consciousness is turned toward Africa, or sometimes turned toward India, or sometimes turned toward Syria, or something like that. And it shape-shifts me differently. With this, it might make me black. With this, it might make me green. With this, it might make me brilliance. So I allow myself to shape-shift, feeling the blessings of those different states, and the being uses my attention to focus on the area that is needed and utilizes me for that area. And this is like a very beautiful way of surrender that I really don't know, you know, who am I to choose? But I surrender. You know? And sometimes being says, no, you don't look anywhere. You just be. You know? You just feel the bliss, all of that. Then I know that at this moment, I just disengage from the world completely. Mm. So there are active side of infinity, the active side of being, in which you surrender to being and being utilize you and being use you. Going out and being involved in the political scene and the upheaval that's going on, criminals are too clever. They will use you for their own purpose, you know. In fact, they send looters to mingle with the protesters to spoil it for the protesters. You know? So for me, I said, no more. Since I know about something humanity does not know, since those of us who've been in the spiritual path know that there is, and know that this being is reachable in this domain, and this being has so much giving and loving and compassion, you know, and then we are holding a post those others don't know. They don't have it. So this is, I think, one way that we can really contribute that. But first, align to being, for the female, go to the womb, land on earth, receive the empowerment. And if she wants you to dance, dance. Don't send a lament, dance. Really. And if she wants you to cry, shed tears for the souls out of mercy, divine compassion. But be ready for the unexpected, because being knows best what is needed and where, and which one of us is useful for that place. Because I might not be useful for that place, but it will utilize me for that other place, and maybe today for this. So there is, to me, a richness. There is an active side of infinity, an active side of being. If we tune into it, our meditation doesn't just become processing and issues and this, okay, fine. That I call contemplative meditation. Contemplative meditation, look at your issues and your resistances and this and that till you process it and reach. But pure meditation is surrendering and being transformed by being. You are in the hand of being and making you a butterfly or a mountain of jewels, or but these elements I really keep in mind, especially praying for the souls who know. There's not going to be anybody for them, and nobody really cares. They really know, they feel it, that this realm is not anymore human realm. It's lost its humanness. They'd rather wipe out a nation for a few dollars, or a few millions of dollars. So to me, it's like, this is like preservation of our humanness, of its divinity, of its richness. So, and it also helped me from not merging so much. Because if you focus on what's happening, you merge. And you feel what is here and what is there, and you get into the, what did they call it? Samsaric emanations, the waves running in the quantum field, and you get caught in this wave or that wave. But if you go to pure being, then your spiritual muscles, your spiritual powers strengthen. Being will empower you so much, America dreams of Superman. Yes, there is Superman, but not that one. Not die by green krypton or whatever. Green will make you alive. Green will kill the ego, will make it die. But you become mighty being. And that's what the Dalai Lama, whenever I look at him now, every now and then he shows, he looks like he really surrendered fully. That he can shape shift inside into whatever is calling upon being.
Especially now that he's relinquished his head of state of Tibet, he can do that.
Yes. So seek refuge in being, send compassion, guide the souls, and be pliable.
Be pliable.
Like, I don't know what to do sometimes. And I know if I focus on this or that, I am doing spiritual gymnastics. I really don't know. So I said, thy will be done. Disintegrate me and reintegrate me. And whenever I did that, it has never been disappointing in terms of fulfillment, in terms of what I enjoy, what I become. It's like one angel after another. It's delightful.
That's profound, Faisal. Yeah, it really touches my heart. I honor your being and the surrender to that.
Thanks, really. We are beautiful beings. And if you revive yours, and if I revive mine, it reminds humanity of what we are. Because they are like us. You and I now have a chance. They don't have a chance. So we try to remind them, you are beings of light. come to the light. Come to the light.